If you're an experienced ServiceNow user, this video will show you what's new in Helsinki. We've made many upgrades to UI 16 lists with list version 3 or list v3, which is an optional feature that administrators can activate. If you're new to ServiceNow, you'll get a quick overview of some list v3 features. Depending on roles and other factors, your view of the user interface may look different from screens shown in this demo. Helsinki provides many upgrades to lists to improve your productivity and make your job easier. Let's take a closer look. Right when you open a list, you see who's online via their avatars. A green circle appears on the avatars of online users. It's cool to see who's online, but how is this helpful? For example, here we want to notify our colleague assigned to this problem record that the router is back up. If ServiceNow Connect is enabled, we can start a chat with ITIL user and collaborate in real time. We could even share the record in the conversation so that she can access the record we're looking at. By default, lists load in grid mode. When we select split mode, the list of records displays in the left panel, and we can select a record to view in the right panel. If we select new, we can create a new record. Building conditions to filter lists has never been easier. With an intuitive UI, enhanced dot walking interface, and multi-sort capabilities, finding what you're looking for is so much easier. The improved filter interface makes it easy to understand the conditions you add. In our example, we want to see all problems that are assigned to this user, or this user. We also want to limit the list to items that are in this state, or this state. You can also add new criteria, which will create a new set of conditions. If we add new criteria, either this set of conditions must be true, or this set must be true for a problem to appear in the filtered list. In our example, we only need the first set of conditions, so we delete the second criteria and run the filter. The improved dot walking layout makes it easy to add conditions based on related tables. We click the arrow next to a reference field to see the fields on the associated table. For example, we easily select assigned to building location for our first condition. The enhanced list grouping interface makes it easier to visualize and compare list data at a glance, with quick filtering options and graphical breakdowns of grouped data, including pie and bar charts. Here, we group the list by state. Each group represents a state value. Charts display breakdowns of the selected groups. We can display and hide groups in the list by using the checkboxes. We can also toggle between chart types. We can hide or display the grouping pane. When we ungroup the list, the default list displays. Title and column menus have been consolidated and reorganized. Personalized list columns is now under the list title menu here. The Personalized List Columns window allows you to select the columns you want to see in your list. For example, we can add a column to the selected section, drag it to the top of the list so it displays as the first column, and save the settings. The list reloads to display the new column. You can now preview list calculations instantly and configure calculations for all columns at once. A few features available in List v2 are not supported in List v3, including hierarchical lists, composite field types found in the project and demand applications, list edit insert rows, or detail rows. The List v3 feature is disabled by default. An administrator must activate the List v3 plugin to enable the feature. Here are some additional compatibility requirements for List v3. But don't worry, if a feature is not supported, the system will gracefully and automatically load your table in List v2. Administrators can click the Debug List v3 compatibility icon in the list title bar to view the compatibility issues for the list. So that's it for our demo. Check out the new List v3 features in Helsinki for yourself. For more information, please consult our product documentation, knowledge base, or podcast, or ask a question in the ServiceNow community.